From Brenau University in Gainesville, Georgia, another edition of the Southern State Showcase just around the corner. John here, Nicole there, and there are no complaints from either one of us because we're still in shirt sleeves.
It is a gorgeous day here in Gainesville, Georgia, but we have a big show for you, so don't go away. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern State Showcase on Sports South.
Welcome to another episode of the Southern State Showcase. It is a beautiful day here in Gainesville, Georgia. And John, we have a big show ahead. What do we have up first?
A lot of personalities are in the Southern States, and what we like to do from time to time is introduce you to a lot of names that you sit there and go, well, whatever happened to them? Well, odds are they're probably here in the conference. First stop this week, Belhaven University, where the air raid is in full force. We catch up with Belhaven Blazers head football coach Hal Mumme.
So how did Hal Mumme get to be the coach for Belhaven University's football program anyway? The showcase had to ask just how one of the most well-known and innovative coaches around got to Jackson.
Hal's one of those things you can't plan. If you get a phone call and somebody says Hal Mumme's interested in your job, first I said there's no way, and then second of all, you just pursue it. And we had an interview, and within 30 minutes I went from interviewing to recruiting.
I was looking for a job like this, and I already knew about Belhaven because I've known all the previous coaches here. In fact, Norman Joseph was in my office this morning, and I've been friends with all of them. I knew what Dr. Parrott had done on this campus, and I knew it was a good time to be here.
A surprise, I think, for everybody, including Hal, just the way the whole thing unfolded. But we see kind of unusual things happen here quite often on campus, and the road of Providence is an interesting, winding one at times. But when it first came up, I think we were all kind of thinking, well, really, how would that work? But as we got to talking and really the face to face, we spent a good portion of a Saturday just talking about who we were and what's Hal looking for, and seeing the overlap in that was fascinating.
And one of the unique aspects of the Mumme imprint into the Blazers program is how they look on their helmet. On any given Saturday, they could look like this, or like this, or like this, or even like this. Through the coach's Game Day Skins imprint, the Blazers sport any number of looks, which is massive when it comes to attracting the student athlete to his team.
You know, it's all about what 15 and 16-year-olds think. The first time I ever saw Oregon's uniforms, I thought that was the most god-awful thing I'd ever seen. And then I realized, well, they did start out with Daffy Duck sticking his head through an O. And on top of it, it's not what I think or what those guys think. It's what 15, 16-year-olds think. And so now they've had like two or three generations of great Oregon Ducks because of it. So we started doing this at McMurray when I was there. And the helmet skins just kind of grew out of that idea. And we came up with this process that we patented.
So what's it like to learn the air raid from him and have to prepare for it on either side? Let's just say it's a challenge, but a fun one, and one that's constantly educating his players.
Well, me being a cornerback, the only freak out thing was he was going to be air raid. He was air raid offense, so we just practiced hard against them. That's the only thing. And we matched that energy, so it's fine.
Well, it was just really a blessing to play for Coach Hal Mumme, so I was just thinking more opportunities to catch more balls and just produce for the team.
Mumme is an unabashed Jimmy Buffett fan, so the easy question was to ask him what Coral Reefer Band tune fits the work he's trying to perform on campus these days. The answer isn't a surprise pick at all.
I would pick Quietly Making Noise because that's kind of what we're doing right now. There's a lot of activity going on in recruiting and things to improve the program that aren't being seen right now. And so I'd say we're just quietly making noise.
So Nicole, with it being toward the end of football season and getting to see folks jockeying for playoff position, it's great to see what Belhaven's doing with their football program, and it's also cool to see how Mummy in the conference.
Yeah, it's a great addition to the conference for sure.
You got it.
All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for now, but don't go away. We still have a lot to tell you about. The showcase continues after this.
Because you want more flavor, at Nuke's we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nuke's, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nuke's Eatery.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Discover.mga.edu. Discover Middle Georgia State College.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person. Leaders in the office and the community, teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome back to Gainesville, Georgia and Brenau University for this week's Southern State Showcase. And we are in front of Lucille, which is what?
The world's largest golden tiger.
And it's one of the big centerpieces here when you're passing by Brenau University here in Gainesville, Georgia. Next up is another one of the great personalities of the Southern States Athletic Conference. And we figured with basketball coming up, it's a great time to catch up with him.
Yes, it is. Dalton State, one of our newest schools in the conference. Their basketball coach, Tony Engel, has a larger-than-life personality, to say the least. We sat down with the coach. With the addition of Dalton State to the conference comes legendary men's basketball coach Tony Engel. Engel has a decorated head coaching career, including time at BYU and the 2004 Division II National Championship at Kennesaw State. Engel, a Dalton, Georgia native and Dalton State graduate, was overjoyed when he got the opportunity to return home.
It's just an unbelievable opportunity, one that I didn't think I'd ever have or be a part of.
Engel's love for the game and coaching is undeniable, and his career has been one of a kind.
I'm the only basketball coach in the history of basketball to do something. And you said, well, what's that? That's what I asked them. I said, what's that? Please tell me. But they said, did you know that you are the only coach to be a head high school coach, a head junior college coach, a head NAIA coach, a head Division II coach, and a head Division I coach, all in the same state? And I said, state of shock. State of shock, it has to be. But I did not know that. But being at each one of those levels, I have an appreciation, I think, is much greater than just about any coach.
Last season was the team's first competitive season as a four-year college. The team had an incredible year, boasting a 26-4 record.
I didn't know if we was going to be able to win 5 games. I didn't know. I never coached NAIA. I'd played NAIA, but the kids rallied around, came together. We had players from New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, and be able to pull all these kids together, never been on a team together, and play as one. It's something I'll never forget. I would never. I was telling a gentleman one day, I said, we sure was fortunate. And then I told another guy, boy, we sure were lucky. And people always say, well, that was an amazing year. And then one day I said, well, we were very lucky. And then this older gentleman, he said, Coach, why don't you just tell everybody you was blessed and give God some credit too? And I thought, he's right. We were blessed.
While winning is always a goal, Engel believes there is way more to coaching than just the victories.
It's like Bear Bryant once said, I'm not a football coach. I coach people. And I'm a basketball coach, but I coach people. And I believe that most people are saying, hey, Coach, find something good about me and help me. And I just want to be the kind of coach that I wished I had as a player.
All right, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm standing on the world's largest golden tiger. It's pretty neat.
Okay.
I can see a lot of Brenau from up here. It's pretty cool.
She can see a lot of Brenau. Speaking of which, when we come back, we'll let you know what else is going on here at Brenau University. If Nicole will ever leave Lucille's side, the showcase will continue when we come back.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse.
Radiologic technologist.
A manager. A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
Hollingsworth takes the snap, thrust out of the pocket, throws deep into the end zone. There's Dawson. He got it. Touchdown, Faulkner. Evans quickly up the field for the Lady Eagles. She finds Hayes in the corner. Hayes for 3. Faulkner is the 2013 national champion. They have just painted Lewiston, Idaho, Faulkner blue.
Faulkner University Athletics, champions of character.
Carrie is
inspiring, family, a best value, engaging,
diverse,
military friendly,
enriching,
competitive,
cutting edge,
Christ-centered,
growing,
and the path to your future.
View course schedules and registration times. Apply online and learn more about Cary at wmcary.edu.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Welcome back to the showcase. Moving right along in the Gainesville downtown city center. And John, I wore black and gold for a reason. It wasn't just to look nice.
Yeah, it's Brenau's colors, front and back, as always, on every uniform that you see. Here in the city center, you have City Hall, you have the Hall County Courthouse, and for those who maybe grew up in this part of the state, you might remember the Georgia Mountain Center. They had a lot of public events here. It was one of the big amphitheaters here in the city. Brenau University has taken over the Georgia Mountain Center and a lot of the other properties surrounding it, and they're becoming an integral part of Gainesville. Let's find out what else is going on as Brenau continues to grow.
Brenau University has been making its mark these days in the collegiate community, whether we're talking about the Women's College and its growth or the university and its growth, and both are unmissable and unmistakable. With the university and Women's College expanding into Gainesville proper over the last few years, University President Dr. Ed Schrader has seen accolades come the school's way. From U.S. News & World Report as a regional university worth paying attention to, the Chronicle as a great college to work for in the last half-decade, and the Princeton Review for its efforts as a best value in the Southeast. But when you ask Dr. Schrader if all this attention surprises him, the answer is short, succinct, and steadfast.
No, not at all. If it did, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing with the confidence that I have to do it. I think we've just scratched the surface on what our potential is, so consequently, we're moving on the trajectory that I think is appropriate for the school. We have about 175 athletes right now in our athletic program, and I fully expect that to be in the 250 area by the time we are completed with our expansion. And right now, as we sit, we have 2,924 enrolled students, which is a historical high for us.
That growth has to come in a few different directions. Brenau's been and will continue to look internationally to attract its quality students for its programs and tracks. The university has reached out to Asia and Australia for its newest round of growth and growth targets. Dr. Schrader knows that introducing the university to an entirely new prospective student body and interests can only showcase the school to an entirely new set of eyes.
We have a women's college, which is 136 plus years old, founded in 1878, and its enrollment is roughly 1/3 of the enrollment of the university. Right now we have roughly 900 students in the women's college, with an agreement that we just made with a top 10 Chinese university. We'll be receiving about 80 additional students every year going forward for the women's college, so that will push our enrollment around 1,000, and that's as big as we want to get in the women's college. We have a certain smallness and attitude and faculty relationship that just is not benefited by getting much larger than 1,000. But we do see growth in our co-educational undergrad programs. We have about 1,000, 1,100 students in those, and we have about 1,200 students in our graduate program.
But Dr. Schrader knows that bringing in today's student to his or any other campus for that matter is an important issue to address and follow as we all move forward, and doing that for his college and university is vital for its success and long-term impact.
What Brenau's been able to do is to remain true to our liberal arts foundations and programs, and then step beyond that so that the majority of our women's college students, as well as all of our students, have a well-rounded core, liberal arts core, but on top of that, they are graduating as nurses, as occupational therapists, as business people, as teacher educators, and theater. And so the majority of our folks are graduating with good education, but a professional trajectory.
In addition to the international impact Brenau is making, there's also the efforts made as an online alternative for those who are looking for the specialized programs Brenau offers and the specialized attention also given by professors in Gainesville on campus. Dr. Schrader knows this element is just as necessary as all the others for Brenau to continue its successes in and out of the classroom.
I think the second university in Georgia, the first one being University of Georgia, to offer online degrees, not just online programs. And we continue to diversify. Now, the same thing with our online program applies as it does to our on-ground programs, and that is we don't want to be the university of some for-profit name. You know, we're not looking to have 30,000 students in our online program. We have about 2,000 students taking online courses, and most of those students, by far most of them, are students that are either in our women's college or our graduate programs or our co-ed undergraduate programs. They're taking online because it fits their schedule. It helps them work out their timing towards degree better.
On the field, the Golden Tigers are making their inroads. In the past, it's been in places like women's soccer. Nowadays, national recognition comes from cheer and currently swimming. Athletics Director Mike Lockstamper likes to see the well-roundedness of his program taking shape.
Well, I think it just adds to the lure of our competitive programs that have already been in existence. Our nationally ranked softball, soccer, and tennis program we've had for many years. but just bringing back swimming as part of that, as part of our department, and then adding cheer has just enhanced our program overall and just brought us more notoriety, I would say.
We offer student athletes a chance to take career paths that you don't get to pursue in a Division II or Division I NCAA program.
But Locke Stanford has also seen in his time in the athletics department just what it means for his Golden Tigers program and the university on the whole to be a good steward of Gainesville and be a part of the growth in Hall County and beyond.
Been here 12 years, and since that time, I think I've seen a lot of growth, you know, in terms of the number of majors that we've offered, but more specifically in the health science areas. Our nursing program is nationally ranked, and our East Campus has been one of the areas of campus that has allowed us to grow more. And now we've added the downtown center with physical therapy. So it's just been tremendous. It's all added to once again, I guess, to what the allure is for Brenau.
The future of Brenau can be seen in the growth, tangibly and intangibly, as the university moves toward the goals set in the Brenau 2025 plan. Its tactics are fourfold, whether the talk is growth in enrollment, academic programs, and not just being a national but an international campus. In all that talk, as the university and college move toward the next decade, Dr. Schrader sees nothing but attainable goals and elements that the school can take with them as it grows.
Our athletics are competitive nationally. I want that to continue, but as I told the former coach who is no longer here, it doesn't matter to me if you finish at the top or the bottom of the conference. What matters to me is we fill the roster up with really fine, promising young professional folks who have a heart to give back and a heart to compete.
So Nicole, after listening to Dr. Schrader and to AD Mike Locke Stanford for the last couple of minutes, it's going to be really interesting to see how things continue to grow and evolve as Brenau is that integral part of Hall County.
Interesting, yet very exciting.
Yep.
All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for now, but don't go away. We still have a few things to tell you about, but before we send you to the break, here's our Players of the Week.
The Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of November 11th are as follows. The volleyball honor went to Coastal Georgia junior outside hitter Emma Anderson. The Lincoln, Illinois native helped the number 24 Mariners complete its undefeated SSAC regular season with convincing 3-0 wins over both Brenau and Dalton State. In the two victories, she had a total 28 kills and 14 digs. In men's soccer, the Offensive Player of the Week was University of Mobile midfielder Clifford Wechafam. The sophomore from Nigeria had a hand in 2 of the 3 Mobile goals against Bruton Parker, with an assist and a goal, including the eventual game winner. The goal was the 4th of his Mobile career, his assist was his 2nd of the season, and his 3rd overall. Xavier Aldergon of Mobile was selected as the Men's Defensive Player of the Week. The senior goalkeeper from Lyon, France, made 3 saves as the number 1 seeded Rams defeated number 8 Bruton Parker 3-0 to advance to the championship semifinals. Aldergon leads the SSC and ranks 31st nationally in goals against per game with .92. He is also 2nd in the conference in saves with 70. In women's soccer, University of Mobile freshman midfielder Kayla Hebert was named Offensive Player of the Week. Hebert scored a pair of goals as the number 1 seeded Rams rolled over Belhaven 5-0 in the opening round of the Southern States Athletic Conference tournament. The Defensive Player of the Week was Ida Björklund of AUM. The junior defender from Norway anchored a defense that held Bethel to only 6 shots in a 1-0 victory in the opening round of the conference tournament. Björklund also netted the lone goal of the contest, her 4th of the year. Congratulations to all of the Players of the Week.
Because you want more flavor, at Nukes we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nukes, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Being at Faulkner is like being a part of a big family. I feel safe here. It seems like I know everybody, and even my professors know me by name.
My faith in Christ has grown a lot since coming to Faulkner, especially working with this outstanding Bible department and seeing the general Christian lives of all the professors on campus.
Faulkner University is a growing, academically strong institution where Christ is the center of everything we do. Visit our website today to see what Faulkner has for you.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome back to the showcase, wrapping things up here at Brenau University in Gainesville, Georgia. And we just came out of the national polls.
Yep.
And as always, there was a lot of yellow, which can only mean one thing, that we have a lot of representation, which is incredible. Now, John, we got to tell them a little bit about social media and networking.
Okay, have my back on this one.
Okay.
Website, ssacsports.com. Get all the information you need about the Southern states. News, scores, schedules, standings, old episodes of the showcase. Figure out where we've been, where we're going. Follow us that way. Twitter, follow Nicole on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, follow the conference on Twitter at SSAC Sports. Facebook, go to SSAC Sports on Facebook, friend us, like us, and be a part of the conversation there, because it is always a two-way street. We want to know what's going on in your part of the world when it comes to the Southern states. Did I cover it?
I think you got it all.
Breathe.
All right, now it's time to say goodbye from here at Brenau University, but next week we're headed to Blue Mountain, so make sure you come and see us then on the showcase.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse. Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person, leaders in the office and the community, teachers in and out of the classroom, superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.